Speaking of things being open, Texas is back open.
Texas is open, baby. I mean,
Texas
where I'm from,
and
I've always been.
isn't Mississippi open too?
Mississippi, Alabama's supposed to join this week as well.
That's what I read. The very little that I read. I read that Alabama's looking to
dude.
open up in the next couple of days.
You see, Biden came out and was just calling them Neanderthals.
Yes. Called it Neanderthal thinking. Guys, he's trying to bring the United States back together and hits him with that.
What are you supposed to do, man? How long were we supposed to just wear masks?
Well, so my thing is he said a few things when I read the article that I thought were interesting. Because of course he announced that it's time for all businesses to be reopened, and he lifted the mask mandate, but all that was to go into effect next Wednesday, the 10th. Why not just do it now? What's the what's the extra few days gonna give you? Just say fuck it and open it wide up now. I don't get what the extra week provides you.
So they were planning on opening up the country anyway.
No, I think he's talking about just Texas.
Oh, just Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, so they just jumped ahead of schedule like a week.
Yeah, I'm saying when Governor Abbott announced it, he says he said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're opening all businesses can be open 100% and no mask." And he said that starts next Wednesday. He's signing an executive order to start that next Wednesday, and I don't understand why not do it tomorrow, Friday.
I think he's just trying to build up anticipation.
Yeah.
So people can schedule and prepare for this kind of thing. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta have that
big opening day for these restaurants and bars.
Dude, you know what? That does suck. If it was me and I was Abbott, I would open up on Friday, man. I would have big party weekend. COVID-19 shots for everybody,
Absolutely.
So speaking of COVID-19 vaccines, that's another interesting point about this is only 7% of Texans have been fully vaccinated. So, he one of the key points he made was, we have a plethora of vaccines available now, and that's going to help Texans combat COVID to the full extent. But when you're opening back up right now and removing the mask mandate when only 7% of your citizens have vaccines, is it a good idea to be open? From a business perspective, I say, yeah, of course. I think everything should be open. And the businesses, it should be left up to them to make the decision of, do I require my customers to wear a mask? I don't think the state or local government should have got involved in any of that anyway. After things started kind of settling down and the numbers started simmering down a little bit after the first of the year. But when only 7% of Texans have been vaccinated, is it a good idea to reopen? And are we going to Texas?
I think you would think that maybe they wait a little bit longer before the vaccine starts to roll out. I mean, the fact that only 7% have been vaccinated, and I mean, is he making it seem like more people have been vaccinated than what the numbers are out there?
What do you think, Piner?
Man, I don't think it's going to matter, dude. I think the vaccine, I mean, I just don't think it's going to matter. I think people are intelligent. I rest enough just thinking that, I don't know, I put a lot of weight that people are smarter than we give them credit for. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
speaking of what you were saying, Governor Abbott said that Texans have mastered the daily habits to avoid getting COVID.
There you go.
But those habits involved businesses being not as open and involved masks and all, like those became the daily habits. So
right,
you're essentially announcing that you can now stop practicing those habits and we're fully open. So I think that's kind of, it's weird. It's a weird statement to say that they've mastered the habits and this announcement is to remove these habits in practice. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but he's giving power to the people.
Power to the people, baby.
I love it.
I do like that. I like that. And that's probably why the Texas Association of Business was like cheering it on like crazy. But I also started thinking, Ted Cruz spent some time in Cancun recently with the family. He's been a busy man, and I wonder if Governor Abbott got pissed off at Ted Cruz. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm opening the whole state. Fuck these Washington politicians. They leave us here to deal with all their crap, and then when all their crap settles down, they just go on vacation and don't help the state itself.
Right.
So we're opening it all back up. Screw it.
You talking about Cancun Cruz?
It's Cancun Cruz, baby. Texas has had a rough go, man. Texas has had they had that storm that came in.
Wait. Texas hasn't had a rough go. So many millionaires have moved there. They're about to get so much more money in taxes. That's a rough go. Their state is exploding right now.
Yeah, but their power grid failed. People were freezing to death for
Cruz
2
abandoned
weeks.
them.
They could. Ted Cruz abandoned them.
He was worried about not being a good father.
Think about it. You're a red state. You're a red state. Your leader who you voted for abandoned you. And not only that, but AOC has to come and bail you out. You have to take a hand from a Democrat. Like, oh man, that's some eating some crow right there, baby.
So what did AOC do? I'm not familiar.
She raised $5 million for Texas during the storm. She flew down there or drove down there. I don't know how she got down there. Probably used her broom.
Tell us how you really feel there, Piner.
Yeah, man. I love AOC, man. But
so do you think that her going down there to help that state kind of solidified her spot
easy, dude. For the foreseeable future, she will have a place in politics just because of that. I mean, that was such an oh my God, how much money it takes to run an election, even to get reelected, is so much. And here she goes, and all she had to do was spend a weekend. Oh, dude, it doesn't matter. And anyone could go up against her, and she would beat the shit out of them right now just because of that. Because right now, she's the only politician that remotely seems to care about the American people. She doesn't. But, I mean, the whole game is to appear that you do.
But why would just a weekend in Texas solidify her spot in politics for moving forward?
But just because, man, no one else is doing it. None of the government is helping people right now. I mean, stimulus checks, everything like that. Biden comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get y'all $2,000 if I get elected," and then he backtracks and he's like, "Oh, that was a down payment, guys. That was a down payment." I mean, we're getting screwed each and every way. We can't even breathe without taking some kind of dick in the mouth. It's incredible, dude. And so for someone to come out and be like, "I actually care. I'm going to raise some money. I'm going to help you guys." To see that, Texans flipped the shit out, man. They did. So I don't think she's a presidential nominee type of figure, not right now, but I could see it in the future.